Welcome back to Superfoods to Supercharge, your go-to channel for natural and healthy solutions. As you've probably heard before, castor oil, also referred to as the miracle oil, carries a slew of health benefits from skin and hair to regulating certain bodily functions plus more. That golden viscous liquid has made its way from our grandmother's kitchen to our modern-day beauty and wellness regimens. But did you know that one of its remarkable powers is in its ability to treat intimate diseases and discomforts down there? Yes, you heard it right. Today we're exploring the lesser-known benefits of castor oil for intimate areas and for overall below-the-belt issues that men and women encounter. It might sound a bit unusual, but stick with me until the end of this video and you'll be surprised by what we'll uncover. Before we dive in, let me first explain what castor oil is and why it's so unique compared to all the other vegetable oils out there. Castor oil is a vegetable oil derived from the seeds of the castor plant, or Ricinus communis. At first glance it might seem like just another oil, but its chemical composition makes it absolutely unique and very special. First, it's packed with vitamin E, proteins, and minerals, and possesses antifungal, anti-inflammatory, and antibacterial properties. But what really sets it apart doesn't stop there. You see, unlike other common vegetable oils like olive, coconut, or almond oil, for example, castor oil contains an extraordinarily high percentage, nearly 90%, of a very particular fatty acid called ricinoleic acid, or omega-9. Its high composition of this acid is quite unique and is practically only found naturally in castor seeds. And it is exactly this ricinoleic acid that gives castor oil its uncommon healing and therapeutic properties. The great thing is, since it's all natural, castor oil has very few side effects and can be used safely, as long as the usage instructions are properly followed. However, it's important to note that castor oil is very potent, and ingesting it can cause nausea, abdominal cramping, vomiting, bloating, and dizziness if you're too sensitive to it or take too much of it. Now let's get to the heart of today's topic. Let's talk about the benefits you can get from using this oil for your below-the-belt issues. For both men and women, castor oil can have a profound impact when it comes to relieving, treating, and even preventing many intimate issues, discomforts, and problems related to the genital and bikini areas. Let's start with the benefits for women. Castor oil has the ability to regulate and maintain vaginal pH at appropriate levels. A pH that's too high or too low can cause various discomforts and promote infection development. Castor oil helps restore ideal pH levels, promoting a healthier and more balanced vaginal environment. At a point in time in a woman's life, she may experience symptoms of uncomfortable vaginal dryness, which can stem from various causes, including menopause, certain medications, or stress, just to name a few. Castor oil acts as an effective 100% natural vaginal moisturizer and lubricant. When applied topically in that delicate area, it soothes the irritation, nourishes the tissues deeply, and promotes healthy lubrication. And while we're at it, its use is also perfect as a sexual lubricant. Castor oil is known for its viscosity and smooth texture, making it ideal for reducing friction during sexual intercourse. Its thick and slippery consistency provides additional lubrication that enhances comfort and pleasure during intimacy. Sounds great, right? And we're just getting started. Another exceptional benefit of castor oil is that it helps combat vaginal yeast infections or candidiasis. Is there anything more unpleasant and bothersome than a horrible vaginal infection caused by the dreaded Candida albicans? It's one of the most common and annoying women's infections, so a natural remedy can be the solution. There are some interesting studies supporting this idea. For example, in 1961, an article published in the Journal of the American Oil Chemists Society demonstrated that ricinoleic acid had potent antimicrobial properties against microbes like yeasts. And more recently, in 2013, another study published in the Journal of Applied Oral Science confirmed that castor oil indeed had an inhibitory effect on candida overgrowth. With its action, castor oil can help restore the body's balance needed for proper function. Now onto another benefit that many women will be glad to hear about. Managing PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome, and dealing with irregular menstrual cycles, stubborn acne, and weight fluctuations, as well as managing conditions such as ovarian cysts or uterine fibroids for some women isn't easy, but no worries. Enter castor oil. How does it work? By applying a castor oil pack on the abdomen, the oil is absorbed through the skin and reaches the reproductive organs. This promotes better lymphatic circulation, reduces inflammation, and enhances detoxification throughout the system. The result? More regular cycles, less abdominal cramping and pain, and even improved fertility for those trying to conceive. Essentially, castor oil tackles the root of many PCOS-related issues. And the best part, making your own castor oil packs at home is easy. Just soak a cotton cloth in the oil, place it on your lower abdomen, cover it with a heating pad, and you're all set. Let it work its magic for 30 to 60 minutes a day. Another method, depending on comfort level and severity of the issue, is to use compresses or vaginal tampons soaked in castor oil. They can be applied in two ways, internally and externally, or even used simultaneously. For external compresses, you'll need good cotton underwear with a liner to prevent stains and leaks. Then, spray a bit of castor oil onto the compress and place it snugly over the liner, making direct contact with the vaginal skin. For internal compresses or vaginal tampons, the best choice is 100% natural organic cotton tampons. You can prepare them in advance by soaking them in a jar with half a cup of castor oil, ensuring they soak thoroughly. Then, store them in the refrigerator, and when you need them, they'll be fresh and ready to be inserted into the vagina for about an hour each day. Now, I'm not saying it's a miraculous cure, but it's certainly close. After consistent use, many women with PCOS or other uterine and ovarian issues have found great relief and hormonal balance by adding these simple tips to their self-care routine. So, why not give it a try? We've covered some castor oil benefits concerning women, but what about the men? Men can also benefit from this miracle oil. Let's talk about the prostate gland. It's a crucial part of the male reproductive system. As men age, they may experience prostate-related issues like inflammation and enlargement. When the male prostate becomes inflamed, it can cause discomfort while urinating, pain and discomfort in the pelvic area, and other unpleasant symptoms. But fear not, gentlemen. Castor oil comes to the rescue with its natural anti-inflammatory and analgesic effects that relieve many symptoms associated with prostatitis and other prostate conditions, thanks once again to the anti-inflammatory power of ricinoleic acid. Try applying it directly to the affected and sore genital area. This is perhaps the simplest way to use it. Take a small amount and rub it between your hands to warm it up, then gently massage with circular motions to ensure it absorbs well and penetrates the skin and tissues. Another useful option is to soak a gauze pad, disposable pad, or cotton cloth with warm castor oil. Then place this soaked cloth over the affected intimate area for an extended period, but it's more than just a quick fix. Regular application may help manage chronic conditions, keeping prostatitis symptoms at bay. Now, the next benefit of castor oil is for both men and women. We've all dealt with hemorrhoids issues. They can be a real pain for anyone. That itching, burning, inflammation, rectal bleeding, and discomfort can be unbearable. When it comes to easing these symptoms, many people turn to corticosteroid creams or other oral medications. While these may offer some relief, they're not a sustainable long-term solution due to their side effects and limitations on prolonged use. But thanks to its anti-inflammatory, pain-relieving, and healing properties, castor oil is a great natural remedy to soothe these bothersome symptoms and promote quick healing. What's impressive about castor oil is its ability to improve blood flow in the affected area, which not only relieves pain but also keeps the tissues well hydrated. Now that you know all the amazing things castor oil can do for you, the question is, how do you use it to get the most out of its benefits? To address your hemorrhoid problems, prepare some frozen castor oil suppositories to insert into the rectum. First, remember to maintain hygiene and wash your hands before and after. Second, gather some organic cotton balls. Roll them into very thin and small shapes resembling suppositories. Then soak them well in castor oil for a few minutes and place them in a jar. Put the jar in the freezer and let it sit until the suppositories become frozen. It may take some time for them to freeze well due to the thick and viscous nature of the oil, so keep that in mind. To use these frozen castor oil suppositories, simply insert them into the rectum. The cold temperature will quickly soothe, reduce inflammation, and relax the area, while the oil lubricates and aids in healing the hemorrhoids from within. You can store the unused suppositories back in the freezer to have them ready when needed. This routine can also be done at bedtime to allow the castor oil to work overnight while you sleep. It's amazing how this humble oil can cater to such a wide range of health issues, isn't it? From vaginal health to prostatic well-being to hemorrhoid relief, castor oil is a real jack of all trades. Whether you're a man or a woman, castor oil has got you covered. Before you start using castor oil, there are a few things you need to know. Firstly, it's always a good idea to do a small patch test on your skin before you use it. This is especially true for those with sensitive skin or known allergies. Just dab a little bit of the oil on a small area of your skin and wait for 24 hours to see if any irritation occurs. If you have any prior skin conditions, it's crucial to consult with a physician before applying castor oil. Speaking of consulting with a doctor, it's also important to note that pregnant women should be particularly careful as it can cause uterine irritation and false contractions, so it's not advisable for expectant mothers without proper medical consultation. Now, let's talk about the oil itself. To fully maximize and harness all the incredible benefits of castor oil in intimate areas, it is very important to use a product of the highest quality. For the best results, you should look for castor oil that's organic, cold-pressed, and hexane-free. Organic certification ensures the oil is free from harmful pesticides and fertilizers. Cold-pressed means the oil is extracted without heat, which can preserve more of its beneficial properties. Lastly, hexane-free means the oil doesn't contain any traces of hexane, a chemical solvent often used in the oil extraction process. Another way to recognize a good castor oil is that it's stored in an opaque glass, amber, or dark-colored container. These are ideal for storing castor oil, as they prevent light from damaging or prematurely degrading it. And by the way, if you're not sure which castor oil product to go with, we've included a few options in the description of this video. So, there you have it, the below-the-belt benefits of castor oil. Now that you know about the intimate benefits of castor oil, are you ready to try it for yourself? It's a 100% natural remedy that's effective when used correctly, and that has the potential to bring about significant improvements in your health. Join the castor oil revolution and let us know how it works for you. And when you do start experiencing these benefits, don't keep it to yourself. We'd love to hear about your journey with castor oil. If you have more questions or comments, feel free to leave them below. And don't forget to click the subscribe button if you've learned something today. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care of yourselves.